Hi guys, welcome to the fourth video of this series. Let's take a look at some more problems related to quadratic equations. The first question is, which of the following equation will have the roots secant square alpha and cosec square alpha? Now, secant square alpha plus cosecant square alpha is given by the formula minus b by a using the equation of roots. Simplifying this, we get sine square alpha plus cos square alpha by sine square alpha cos square alpha is minus b by a, or 1 by sine square alpha cos square alpha is minus b by a. Using the second equation of roots, we get 1 by sine square alpha cos square alpha equal to c by a, which is our equation 2. When we equate equations 1 and 2, we get minus b by a equal to c by a, or minus b equal to c. This condition is suitable only for options b and c, and thus that would be our answer. In the second question, if cos alpha is the root of the equation 25x square plus 5x minus 12 equal to 0 and x lies between minus 1 and 0, we need to find the value of sine 2 alpha. Now, there are two cases to this when we factorize it. Either 5x minus 3 equal to 0 or x equal to 3 by 5, or 5x plus 4 equal to 0 or x equal to 4 by 5 minus 4 by 5. Since it is given that x lies between minus 1 and 0, we have only one solution, x is minus 4 by 5. But we can test both the cases for cos alpha. Cos alpha equal to 3 by 5 comma 4 by 5 for alpha equal to 37 degrees and minus 53 degrees. Sine 2 alpha is obviously 2 sine alpha cos alpha, which would be 2 into 3 by 5 into 4 by 5 into minus 1 or into 1, which gives us 24 by 25 or minus 24 by 25. That is options C and D. In the third question, the roots of the equation 1 by x plus p plus 1 by x plus q plus 1 by r are equal in magnitude but opposite in sign. We need to find which of the relations are true. Now we can take the denominator common by multiplying the first term by x plus q and the second term by x plus p. We get 2x plus p plus q divided by x plus p into x plus q equal to 1 by r, or 2rx plus pr plus qr equal to x square plus p plus q times x plus pq. Taking all the terms to one side, we get x square plus p plus q minus 2r times x plus pq minus qr minus rp equal to 0. The roots would be alpha and minus alpha because that is given in the question. Alpha plus minus alpha is minus b by a, that is minus of p plus q minus 2r by 1, or we get 0 equal to 2r minus p minus q. In other words, p plus q equal to 2r. This is option B. So we have one of our answers. Now, using the other equation for roots, we get the product of roots, that is alpha into minus alpha equal to pq minus qr minus rp by 1. P, pq minus qr minus rp can be written as p plus q plus r whole square minus uh, pq minus qr minus rp. Thus, we have p square plus q square plus r square plus 2 times pq minus qr minus rp equal to p plus q minus r whole square. Substituting p plus q as 2r, we get r square equal to this. Cancelling r square from both the sides, we get pq plus qr plus rp equal to r square minus p square minus q square minus r square by 2. Pq plus qr plus rp equal to minus p square minus q square by 2, or minus 1 by 2 times p square plus q square. In the fourth question, the graph of y equal to ax square plus bx plus c equal to 0 is given adjacently. In the previous question, here it's supposed to be pq plus q minus qr minus rp, not plus. We need to find what conclusions can be drawn from the graph. Now, because we have an upward parabola, we can deduct that a is greater than 0 and the vertex lies below the x-axis, that is minus b by 2a greater than 0. Since a is greater than 0, we have minus b is greater than 0 or b is less than 0. The y-intercept or point M is less than 0. Thus, we have c less than 0. Now, applying discriminant equal to b square minus 4ac, we get b square minus 4ac is greater than 0 because b square is greater than 0 and minus 4ac is greater than 0. Thus options A, B, C as well as D are correct. In the fifth question, A, B and C are given as real distinct numbers satisfying A plus B plus C equal to 0. We need to find the relation for the roots of the equation 3ax square plus 5bx plus 7c equal to 0. F of 0 equal to 0 plus 0 plus 7c, or f of 0 equal to minus 7 times b plus a. From a plus b plus c equal to 0, we can write that c is minus b minus a. This is how we got this relation. The discriminant is 5b whole square minus 3a times 7c times 4. Discriminant equal to 25b square minus 84ac. From a plus b plus c equal to 0, we can substitute b equal to minus a minus c, due to which we get discriminant is 25a square plus 25b square plus 50ac minus 84ac. This turns out to be 25a square plus 25c square minus 34ac. Now, we cannot deduct anything from this form of the discriminant. What we do is, we try to split it in such a way that we get it as a sum of two perfect squares. We have 4a square plus 4c square plus 8ac plus 21a square plus 21c square minus 42ac, which is equal to 4 times a plus c whole square plus 21 times a minus c whole square. Both these terms are greater than or equal to 0, due to which we get the discriminant greater than 0. Hence, the roots are real and distinct. Now, here why we are not getting discriminant greater than or equal to 0 is, if a plus c is equal to 0, a minus c has to be greater than 0. So I'm sorry, a minus c whole square has to be greater than 0. Or if a minus c whole square is greater than, equal to 0, we have a plus c whole square is greater than 0. Both cannot be 0 at the same time, because that would mean that a and c are equal to 0, and this equation would give b and x equal to 0, which is not possible. In the sixth question, we have a graph for f of x. It is a downward opening parabola, and hence we have a is less than 0. Vertex, that is minus b by 2, is above x-axis. So minus b by 2 is greater than 0. Since a is less than 0, we have minus b is less than 0 or b is greater than 0. The y-intercept is above the x-axis, so we have c greater than 0. And when we apply the formula for discriminant, we get d greater than 0, because there are two real roots which are distinct, b square minus 4ac greater than 0 or b square greater than 4ac. Hence, options B and C are only correct. In the seventh question, x square plus bx plus 1 is a factor of ax cube plus bx plus c. Now, f of x can be written as a product of x square plus bx plus 1 and another linear form of x, because f of x is third degree and x square plus bx plus 1 is second degree. We have ax cube plus bx plus c equal to ax plus lambda times x square plus bx plus 1. Lambda is a variable that we have assumed, and we have taken ax here because here the coefficient of x square is 1, but on the LHS we have a. Thus we have lambda equal to c, a equal to a, obviously. AP plus lambda is b, and a plus lambda p is b. Substituting AP plus lambda equal to 0, we get P is minus lambda by A. Substituting P as minus lambda by A in equation 3, that is A plus lambda P equal to B, we get A plus lambda times minus lambda by A equal to B, A minus lambda square by A equal to B, A square minus lambda square by A is B, or we get A square minus lambda square is AB. Since lambda equal to C, we get A square minus C square is AB. That is option C. In question 8, we need to find the set of values of A which satisfies the inequality x minus 3a times x minus a minus 3 less than 0 for x in the interval of 1 to 3 both included. We know that f of 1 has to be less than 0 and f of 3 has to also be less than 0. 1 minus 3a times 1 minus 3 minus a is less than 0. 3a minus 1 times 2 plus a is less than 0. Applying the wavy curve method at points a equal to minus 2 and a equal to 1 by 3, we get a is between minus 2 and 1 by 3 both excluded, which is option number B and C. Now directly minus 2 and 1 by 3 is not given in any of the options. We have to take it as two separate cases, minus 2 to 0 and 0 to 1 by 3. In the ninth question, we need to find which of the following are correct statements. In the first option, we have 2x square minus 6x minus b equal to 0. We have x plus 1, sorry, x1 plus x2 is 3 because that is minus b by a. x1, x2 is minus b divided by 2. x1 square plus x2 square is 9 plus b, that is x1 by x2 plus x2 by x1 is x1 square plus x2 square by x1 x2, so 9 plus b divided by minus b by 2, which is equal to minus 18 minus 2b by b, which is less than minus 2. This is for option A. Now for option B, we have the discriminant, that is b square minus 4ac greater than 0, due to which we have real roots. In option C, we have px is ax square plus bx plus c and qx is minus ax square plus bx plus c. Now p of x into q of x has at least two real roots, which is true because when we have an upward opening parabola, a is greater than 0, and when we have downward opening parabola, a is less than 0. If x is less than 0, then p of x would may or may not have real roots, but for q of x it will not have or it will have real roots. Thus a, b and c are correct. In the 10th question, 2x square minus 2 times 2a plus 1x plus a times a plus 1 equal to 0 has one root less than a and other root greater than a. This means that a is located between both the roots, from which we can infer that f of a is less than 0. We have 2a square minus 2a times 2a plus 1 plus a times a plus 1 is less than 0, minus a square minus a is less than 0, a square plus a is greater than 0 because when we multiply by a negative number we have to reverse the inequality. A times a plus 1 is greater than 0. Applying the wavy curve method, we get a is either less than minus 1 or a is greater than 0. This is options C and D. I hope this video is also useful and I'll see you in another video. Thank you for watching.